Portense bien, homies. We got episode 11 right here, bro. I never thought I would have this fool up here in my fucking podcast, but god damn, he makes me laugh, man. And now we have him here, man. We got the homie Steven, a.k.a. the Dove Guy, El Palomero, homies. Tell him what's up, fool.
What's up? Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Make me laugh already, dog.
How? What you want me to do?
I don't know. Just say something, fool. That shit just makes me laugh, fool.
I don't even know what to say. See, that's the shit about, that happens a lot. So I'll be at a funeral and people be trying to fucking pull up on me and they expect me to be talking jokes in front of a fucking dead person.
In front of a dead person, right,
like,
fool?
I'm like, nah, I can't do that shit right now.
So how many times do you stay living at the funeral? Porque ahí vives.
Wait up. Primero, explain to him what you do. Because if someone, I
Well, who does?
Because we know.
Yeah, what do you do?
Okay,
there you go.
Right,
Explain to everybody what the fuck you do, dog.
Yeah. So basically, I release doves for funerals. So funerals, weddings, bautizos, quinceañeras, anything, really any event, store inaugurations. We've done anything, but basically,
What do you mean? They palomas for a quinceañera?
Yeah.
¿Por qué chingado se murió?
15 doves for the little quinceañera. She's gonna be a grown woman.
Ya va a
you gotta
volar
set
la
her free.
palomita, ya va a volar la palomita.
Nah, there's a dove meaning for everything, cause the doves are like they mean pure love, peace, all types of shit like that. So
¿Qué, los manoseas?
yeah, no, we just hand them out to the people.
How did you get into this business, homie?
So it's my uncle's business. So he got into it because he used to raise racing pigeons.
Racing pigeons?
Yeah,
Corriendo?
No, yeah, but they race not flying. But they race like races. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. So like they do. Yeah. So they race from far as fuck, like hundreds of miles and shit. They'll race them for like money, and then so he got into that, but he didn't really get into it too good because he had another business that he was working on.
Oh, he didn't have a green card.
Nah. But this one, I'm only burning on my uncle and shit.
Oh, nah. Shout out to your uncle, man.
Yeah, no.
OG Palomero.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so basically that fool, he found some food that had white, that was doing pigeons, fool, and doves are the same shit. Like
there's no difference.
So there's a difference, but so when you hear of a dove, people often think about the little small ones. Sometimes they're white, or even the little brown ones that you see in the street. They're kind of like.
Esos son callejeros, los brown ones.
Yeah, no, but not pigeons, not the pigeons. Like I don't know, like I think they're like codornices, no? I think like you see those flying.
Yeah, I see them at Vallarta Supermarket. ¿Quieres comprar una pasta de codornices? Aquí está, saben igual que apoyo.
No, they do actually, but those are another ones. So yeah, they're basically a pigeon you see on the street. The scientific term is a homing rock dove.
Okay.
So basically, what that means is they're trained to go home. So their instinct is to fly home because that's where they have their food.
How do they know where home is? Are they like on a fucking GPS, fucking house arrest, fucking ankle bracelets?
Well, they're since they're babies. So they learn, since they're babies, they're born there. My uncle breeds them. So it's like dogs. It's like dogs when you train them. Not when you train them, but when you have them at your house. There's dogs sometimes that run away, but they come back. Cause like
some of them fucking run away. They're like, fuck this.
I know.
Siempre me traen amarrado en el pinche árbol.
For example, like a cat, if you let go of a cat, the chances they leave and then they come back also. Like some cats. Some cats will leave, whatever the case. But that's because they learn
at a Chinese restaurant.
They learn their home.
Sí.
Hey, Steve, but does your uncle train them, or is it just a natural instinct que ellos regresan para atrás a su home, where they were their first home, or do you have to train them is it because there's always food there, or how does that work?
So the training just so the doves, they have a big house, like a big coop, and that shit is pretty tall. And basically when they're babies, my uncle has to take them out, like literally carry them and put them outside, so they can stand outside.
Para que agarren poquito sol.
Nah, yeah, they see the sun, they see what's around, they start to memorize the area. As soon as they're able to fly, they leave.
Se van a la verga.
They leave. My uncle, he'll open the door and every morning. So that's kind of training. Training requires
Is it like
going
a training day, like when that one guy he's on top of the roof and he's clapping his hands? He pinches palomas.
He doesn't clap, but that is part of it. It's the exact same thing.
Okay,
But clapping,
¿ves?
so there's some that are called rollers that flip in the air, or tumblers, and those when you clap, like they flip in the air. But so, yeah, so there's a shitload of different.
They're fucking smart birds.
Yeah.
Then.
Oh no, fucking smart as fuck. Yeah, they're smart as fuck. You could train them to do all types of things, like maybe fly on your hand and stuff like that. But ours, we just train them to once we let them go, fly back home, because that's the business we're in. You know, that's just what we do. Like the dove release, it's kind of like a rental. You know,
The
for
dove
doves.
release.
Yeah.
It's like hurts.
What do you
Allí, güey, cuando rentas carros, and
Yeah.
you gotta bring it back.
Yeah. But people, there's a lot of haters, you know, who are like, oh, you know, it's a scam. But like, it's because they think it's a scam, because they think we sell birds, but we don't sell birds. Nobody sells birds here. You know, we offer a service. Like I go to, like, you think if I was selling
You
birds,
don't
I'd be
think,
wearing
you don't
this
think
shit?
chinitos will buy your birds?
Nah, people,
and call
no.
it orange chicken.
Everywhere I go, they're like, oh, can I take one home and shit? I'm like, no, what the fuck? They gotta go to their house and shit.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
tripping.
And
Nah,
what do
nah,
you
nah.
mean? Can I buy one and take one
No.
home?
Fuck, they got work
Wait
there.
up, and even if you sell it to them, won't the bird just go back to your house?
If they let it go, but if they kill it, that shit ain't going back home. There's no way that shit-
Ese va a estar en el caldo, va a estar en el caldo,
that shit is
dog.
not
Wait up,
making
but
it
when
back
people
anyway.
offer to buy it, it's literally to eat it?
Yeah.
They
Pues
told you,
sí,
they literally-
codornices, bro. Why did you name up at Vallarta
I mean, you know,
supermarkets?
there's probably people that might want to keep it as a pet because it's pretty. But if they keep it in a cage, you know, they're good to go. But to be honest, if they keep it in the cage, they can keep it in the cage for probably a long time, and if they let it go, still go back home.
How long do they go without eating?
No,
Tienen que comer todos los días.
yeah, we feed them every day. Yeah. No, they have food every day. So essentially, we get them ready for work, so they eat like as soon as they get home, because the thing is, if
Do they take breaks? Let's say they're flying from Washington. Do they take breaks as they're fucking flying back and shit to California?
to be honest, to be honest,
pit stop right here at the Pilot gasoline
so
station.
the races, they do release them. Oh my bad, they do release them from that far, but to be honest, we don't take them that far, so I don't know if I don't know. Like
That's what
we
I'm
keep
saying.
them
They
close.
don't know the area, so how are they gonna make their way back all the way to Southern California?
So
they have
so
an
the ones that
instinct.
train them, they actually take them. So like they'll take them to Bakersfield. Let them go
Uh-huh.
from there. And they'll take them to Sacramento. Let them go from there.
Uh-huh.
But
Expand
not
it,
that
expand it,
exactly.
al
Slowly.
poquito, al
So that's
al
exactly what
pasito.
we do. So once they're old enough to fly, like let's say they'll leave for like 3 hours. You know, those fools will fly for 3 hours and then they'll come back. My uncle will be like, oh, you know what? This one's ready. We'll take it to the nearest cemetery. Let it go from there. First from the nearest cemetery, the closest one.
The closest.
And then slowly.
do they have an attraction to the cemeteries or no?
No. No. You can
You
let 'em
live
go.
at the cemetery though,
No,
huh,
I
fool?
wish.
Well,
It's
so
cool
every
there.
single time you be popping up on your shit, you like at a cemetery, like.
Yeah, I go like almost every day.
That's what I
it's
mean.
cool
You live there, fool.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I mean. Like, ya ni traes pena, huh? You like, fuck, man, this shit is just normal. Who died today? Who
Yeah.
died today? Aquí, I'm just here. I'm the dove guy.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
That's your part.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, but I
And,
pull up.
like,
I
no,
just,
you like, you can't
everyone-
be crying or mourning. You're like, I'm just here to, like, ¿quieres sacar las palomitas a volar
Exactly.
when you're ready?
Exactly.
After the mariachi.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy,
Yeah.
man.
That's exactly how it works. So you just have to let them go slowly from further and further. So the ones that they train for racing, like they put in more vitamins and shit, you know, more money.
Le echan steroids para que vuelen, para que se
Nah,
muevan
they don't.
más
They
rápido.
don't give them steroids, but they give them like almost close to steroids and shit, like sick
Food
vitamins and
from
shit.
Mexico.
Nah, they do it. Nah, they do. They sell some, like the good. Like we give them like shots for like, cause they can get sick too. Not like they don't get the COVID vaccine.
like the bird,
Bird flu. They get
the
the bird
bird flu.
They can get it's called fuck, I don't know what it's called. There's this like it just affects their lungs, so they can't breathe and they just stop breathing. So you have to so when they're babies, you have to it's like a vaccine, yeah, that you give them so that it just helps. For that shit.
They're getting it too. Mandate that
Yeah.
shit on those
They're,
motherfuckers.
they're fucking it helps. It helps though, cause sometimes they get sick. Like sometimes, like if an infection goes into where the doves are, like you could lose, like we'll lose like several, you know, cause like one of them will get another one sick and then they'll just slowly.
How do you know
start
the
dying.
male from the female?
They just they look different. They stand different. The male they're often like bulkier and shorter.
They have a bigger chest.
Yeah, they're like bulkier.
Okay.
And then the female's more like standing tall and like skinny.
Pinches patas
So,
de
like,
garza.
More fine, yeah, like more fine. And
Uh-huh.
then that fool's just like don't no one get near me. Like those
Like
fools
that.
fight, they fight, they fight.
Oh my God, man. That's crazy. Like a chicken hawk, like from the Looney Tunes.
I don't know.
What? Looney Tunes?
What chicken hawk? I see the Looney Tunes,
The
but
chicken hawk, el bravito. El bravito. ¿Cómo se llama, homie? Who's the other one? The rooster from Looney Tunes?
The tall white one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know his name.
Well, he has a little homie called the chicken hawk. He's always active, like, what's up? Man, you gotta. I'm way too like 2 generations ahead of you or something, huh?
probably.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Oh my God.
I know Bugs Bunny.
Bro,
What?
stop it, man.
I knew. What is it? Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew.
Ese maníaco.
Ese sí es
Predict.
maniaco,
Ese
homie.
Predict was the
Nah.
character. Pepe Le Pew, ahí
Nah.
nomás. Chiquita, pórtate bien.
Nah, more like the road runner, homie. Beep, beep.
Quick, in and out.
Vámonos,
Quick, in and
vámonos.
out.
I don't want no relationships or nothing with that shit, bro. Ahorita no. You know, but then how'd you get into this shit, though, man? Because I'm like, te miro and I'm like, man, ya se me murió mi tío, mi primo, mi abuelito. Nigga, sad being there. To you, it ain't even sad. You're just like, let's get the dubs, let's go to work, homie.
Yeah.
Huh.
So at first it was kind of awkward. Fool. Like I remember at first I would go with my cousin because I couldn't drive. I started when I was like 15 or like 14, 15.
Spice that shit right there.
Yeah,
homie.
exactly. Yeah,
Uh-huh,
yeah.
uh-huh.
So fucking, I started doing that shit, and then my cousin would drive me, and then they'll just take me. And at first, I'll just like, the first time I went, I didn't say shit. Fool, I just went for it. And I
Well,
just
see,
handed
you
out
say
the
it's like you
dub.
like,
I didn't even know
chingados
what the-
hago?
yeah,
¿Qué
exactly,
hago?
fool.
¿Qué hago?
So I just went, but that was as a kid, you know. And then I remember as a kid always like, and then as I
time
started
goes
saying
by.
shit, you know. So what happened was when I would go, sometimes when I was young, the funeral directors, the ones that actually worked there, they'll
Sí.
be like, hey, you know, like they could tell that I didn't know what to say, so they'll actually be like, if you want, we'll speak, and you just hand out the doves. And so whatever they say, I just copied them. I would just copy them, and then I learned it. I just kind of
But
learned.
then your delivery became funny, like the way that you say it.
No, but I don't
is
go.
like-
When I say it, I don't say it funny though. at
No,
funerals.
no. It's like me. When I talk, people think, man, that shit sounds funny. I'm like, no, motherfucker, I'm as serious as as can be. But it's just the way that I say it. People are like, fuck, that shit sounds funny, but I'm not. I don't think it's funny. But that's cool that you got a kick out of it. But where's my money? You know what I'm saying?
So
Que se porten bien.
when I go, I just have to say like, kind of just things that to make the family feel that the does have a meaning. You know, that they're not just letting go of like they're not throwing something. You know.
Yeah.
That,
So
that actually,
if I die early, at least I want you to be the dove guy for my shit.
hey, hopefully
Yeah, ya
not.
sabes,
But
ex, you're right here. You're third party witness.
you can get that. You can get that all written down.
Hey,
And with the
pórtate
lawyer.
bien. I'm not in a rush.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Because XG might forget. I don't know.
Nah, yeah, right. Like he's like, I was rolling blunts in the back.
Yeah.
Like, pues su madre, man.
The fool
I
forgot.
got you.
Huh, we
He
need
might
the
get
dove
someone
guy. We
else
need
and
the dove
shit.
guy at Predict's funeral, man.
Well, I know we're gonna get the dove guy.
We're gonna get some strippers. We're gonna put a fucking stripper pole in the middle of the fucking casket, homie. Y las pollitas ahí van a estar.
No,
We're gonna
I seen
cater.
videos where girls twerk on the casket. I never seen that in person.
Nah, I seen that shit on YouTube.
Yeah, I said so. I seen videos.
So I'm like,
where-
why
That
not?
shit we don't smoke the same.
Is that where I saw it?
I
Yeah.
posted that shit.
Yeah, look at this. Was like, I'm taking credit for that shit.
Yeah, I don't know,
Ajá, si
yeah,
te
but-
acuerdas.
That shit, dog.
Yeah, I seen all types of fucking crazy shit. I don't know, like the probably craziest, man. One time I saw a mariachi. That
A
fool-
mariachi?
some big ass fool. That fool was playing at the funeral.
Sí le cabía el pinche traje.
Yeah, barely. Like the buttons were like screaming and shit.
That
fool.
was like,
Yeah. So then fucking that fool had the big ass guitar too. fool,
oh,
a big ass
güey,
guitar.
ey, se miraba igualita la pinche
Exactly,
garrata.
fool.
Oh
Exactly.
my God.
So this fool, like his feet were skinny, fool. So like the guitar upside down, fool. Like exactly.
No.
So basically, this fool had the guitar, and the service was a mid funeral, fool. The priest is doing his thing, you know, whatever. Everyone's listening, paying attention, and I'm standing. Let's say the family's in front of me right here, and then the mariachi's kind of standing behind them, right? they're kind of in the background, just waiting for their time to shine, waiting for them to have to play.
See, they're
music.
waiting for their
Yeah.
turn.
So and then fucking now I'm good on that. So and then fucking
Ya está high.
nah. So and then those fools. He leans on a headstone, but the headstone is tall. Cause some cemeteries they have
Se
flat
cayó
headstone.
la headstone.
This fool fell with the headstone and everything.
No.
That shit was loud,
bro.
Boom. And the thing is,
The new headstone
No,
or
no, no.
somebody else's?
Somebody else's.
Y le jalaron las patas
yeah.
en la noche
Somebody
for
else's.
sure.
No, hold on. So that fool falls and that fool lies on top of the headstone. This fool's so big, fool, he can't get up, fool. And the mariachi, fool, what they do as soon as he falls, they all start cracking up, fool.
Well, see, what are we supposed to do?
Fool, but in the middle of the funeral, fool, everyone turns around, fool. The priest is like, what the hell? What's going on there?
He was laughing too. ¿Pa qué
No,
se
because
hace?
when they turn around, they just see the fat fool laying on the floor with his legs of food, and then they try lifting him up.
like a cartoon?
They picked that fool up, and then like it took 4 fools try to pick up the headstone, and they couldn't pick it up. That shit was like
Pues sí, güey, esa chingadera pesa
all
un chingo, güey.
just straight rock, and then the fool just left it there.
Damn.
It's just right there like that.
Imagínate, les van a jalar las patas a todos.
All of them.
Ah, ya que, hasta con uñas feas.
Oh fuck, that shit was horrible, dude. I had my mask. So I was laughing, fool, but like you could not tell. But
You were laughing. You're laughing right now.
No, right now, fool.
Uh-huh.
But right there, fool, I was like, I was trying to keep my laughing like so much, fool. But the funeral, oh my god, fool, it's fucked up, fool. But like,
What was your first funeral? Where at?
I don't remember.
Como que no?
Fuck, no, that was like 7 years ago.
That ain't long, bro.
Yeah, but
Well,
but
what city was it? You don't remember? Like.
it had to be either it was either gonna be the Calvary in East LA by my house.
Okay.
Probably that one because it was the closest one, or if not, Resurrection or Rose Hills. One of those 3.
Hey,
'Cause
all those are based out of like East LA area.
Yeah. So Calvary is East LA. Resurrection is probably like Montebello, next city over, and then Rose Hills in the city of Whittier, so a couple cities over. But yeah.
Ever done like a super fancy like celebrity type shit?
Yeah,
Fucking
well-
Dove giveaway.
Oh no.
Dove giveaway.
Well, not a giveaway, but when you released the doves to like someone that died that was famous or celebrity.
So I did for in 2019, I think it was for Easy's birthday. They replaced his headstone, and then I think it was his daughter or something like that.
Okay.
They got us to do the doves.
That's
But at the
dope.
time, I wasn't on social media, so they got on my uncle. But so when it started off, my uncle that fool didn't speak English, so I was doing everything in English.
Uh-huh.
Everything, anything that fool needed. I'll be in school and this fool would tell me text like, "Hey, fool, you need to tell this person this and this in English, fool." And I'll be in
Hey,
school.
like,
and
let me
trying to figure it out.
figure out how I could put the words together.
Exactly, and then I
Uh-huh.
had to write messages so that fool could just copy and paste, and then fucking all types of shit. So whenever it was in English, that fool
You
would
were
send me.
really the middleman.
Yeah, exactly. So whenever it was in English, that fool would send me, and then so that fool sent me to that one. I don't know who it was. I saw the name right, and I was like, that kind of looks familiar, and I was like, but I think I know who that is, but I wasn't sure, right? And I looked it up, and I was like, oh yeah, it is him. So I was like, let's see what it is, let's see if it's real, right? Because I was like, I don't know if it's, I don't know what it is.
Okay, huh.
I don't know what it is. So I go. And the thing is, it wasn't a funeral. So when you call the cemetery and you're like, hey, I'm going to go to a funeral this day. This is the name of the person. They'll look it up. They'll be like, no, we don't have a funeral for that day, right? So I was kind of like, what the fuck? Like, so the people
what's
told me
going
what's going on.
on?
Exactly. So and then fucking, I go. And it's kind of like closed off, secluded, but I could see a bunch of cameras and stuff. And then I'm like,
Y like,
yo,
are
what
they
the
here for
fuck?
me? That's hasta arreglaste la pinche
Nah,
tie. Like,
at that time I wasn't
yo.
wearing a tie. At that time I would just go in slacks and a polo.
You couldn't afford the tie yet.
No, at the time that shit was too fancy for me. I was like, that's stupid as fuck. Why the fuck am I wearing a tie?
No,
Well, I started wearing
you
a
have
tie.
to, it's
I
part.
started wearing a tie when I started working at a funeral home, and there I was forced to wear a suit. And when I stopped working there, I was like, nah, you know what? This shit looks better than what the fuck I was wearing before. So that's why I kept it.
Yeah,
But at the
that's
time,
like your trademark. I
Yeah.
was about to ask you, does your whole closet is the same wardrobe?
No, I have clothes that
like,
I wear.
like Men in Black?
Nah,
like,
nah,
fuck,
I have
man.
a lot. I have a lot, but not that many. But the thing is, when I was younger, I was kind of like, there's no need for me to look like. I was kind of like, I'm nobody. I'm just a bird guy. I'm just gonna go take birds and that's it. Cause I
Huh,
wouldn't really
you're the
speak.
bird flipper.
I wouldn't speak. I would just hand out the doves and then you guys let them go and that's it. So then after, once I started working at a funeral home. I was like, oh, like this is actually a full service. That's where everything changed. I kind of was like, oh, it's just kind of different. Then when I came out from the funeral home, that's like fuck, probably like a year later, I started recording videos, and then fucking that shit just took
It
off.
just took off, focus.
Yeah.
I just ran into yours like on a TikTok or on Instagram, and I swear to God, I think I was probably even taking a masa, and I was like, "What the fuck?" This guy started talking about stuff, and you got my attention, dog. And I'm like, "Man, this was on some real shit, dog." I'm like, "Este way, mira, dead people every day like it's nothing, like do you got those ready to go if you die?"
Nah, but nah.
I'll
So
make sure you get dubs, fool.
nah.
If you go
If
before
I
me.
die, if I die sometime soon, then they're gonna give me dubs regardless, because
But I wanted to ask you that because I'm like, you're so much into that business.
the thing
Have
is,
you thought about you when it happens to you?
yeah.
Shit.
So I've thought about, cause so like a lot of people don't prepare for their funeral, and it's like it's gonna happen to everyone. That shit's crazy.
Well, what I learned, I'm about to be 43 next year, dog. I had to get life insurance. So I was
Mhm.
able to get life insurance before the pandemic started,
Oh
dog.
fuck, that's good.
And I was like, man, at least that's fucking cool because if they tell you that you have a terminal ill disease, que ya te vas a morir, que ya te dijo el doctor, like, hey, you're gonna fucking die in a year,
Mhm.
homie. 7 or 8
Mhm.
months you got living. So I gotta call fucking AAA life insurance and they'll give me $50,000. Like, here, go have fun, do what you gotta do. Go prepare yourself, go buy
Yeah.
yourself a fucking your casket, start you planning your funeral arrangements, go get some hookers, go do something. Like, but here's 50 bands, and the other 50 bands will give it to your daughter when she turns 18. I said, pues fuck it. Y si no me muero when I'm 70, they're like, well, then they'll give you a $30,000 check. So it's almost like a little investment, porque te van
Yeah,
a
it
dar la
is.
feria
Yeah,
para
yeah.
atrás. Porque fuck that GoFundMe, dog. If you have money and you're doing all this shit, and when you die, people say, GoFundMe. And I'm like, I saw the lifestyle that you had. You were out there throwing fucking money at all kinds of hoes, dog. You know what I'm saying? Now we gotta pay for your funeral too.
That's
No disrespect to
that's the
nobody,
thing.
but
Yeah.
yo estoy hablando con la neta, dog, because right away people are like, go for me. I'm like, well, wasn't she a stripper? Why don't all you strippers get together, dance one fucking night, and donate your bag? So fucking de volada la van a. No, I thought that was your girl.
Yeah, all the friends, yeah, all the friends disappear.
Uh-huh.
So that's the shit. Like everyone has to. Like I personally, like the thing is, like me, and I'm gonna say this right here because I never said it right. Me, people send me GoFundMe page, and because I'm in the funeral business, right? They're like,
Sí,
oh,
sí, sí,
but
sí.
I don't share it because you're gonna fucking tell me you didn't know you were gonna die. I'm sorry, but like,
Yeah.
we all have, like, it's a duty that we all have, because we're all and it's not about people are like, oh, okay, like, oh, well, fuck it, I want to spend my money. So then you're not saying fuck that, you're saying fuck your family, because who's gonna suffer? You're gonna be dead. So you're thinking about yourself, or you're thinking about your family. And then now the family's always asking for a GoFundMe over a fool that didn't care about you guys enough to prepare.
Or slanging tacos and pozole.
No,
and
motherfuckers
everything.
be having chains and brand new cars and
You
make
see
a
that? So
GoFundMe.
you know
It's
what
true.
you
It's
see
true.
what I'm
That's
trying
the
to say,
thing.
right?
It's true. That's the
Right.
thing. So a lot of people, and no disrespect, everyone dies, right? Like, it is what it
We
is,
all have a born date and a death date, and you don't want to think about that, but shot or no shot, we're still gonna die, bro.
Yeah, and everyone's situation is different. Everyone, they have hard things, but the thing is, like, you can literally get a plan for like $1,000 to be cremated, right? So this is just cremation, right? People are like, oh, I don't want to be cremated.
Ahí lo quemamos atrás.
Expensive food, but you're not gonna feel it. Fool. I don't know what to tell you, dick. Like, you're not gonna. Whatever happens, fool. So if you get, like, you can get a plan, right, for like $1,000 to simply just be cremated, and then when you die, if your family doesn't have enough money to upgrade it, they can just go with the basic. But if at that time they have more family or more money, they can upgrade you to a full funeral,
Yeah,
right?
nah,
All you have to do is do the basic to prepare. But people don't do it. Like, they just, like, and I'm like, yo, what the,
Like
what
one
the
of
fuck?
my uncles was trying to slang me a spot, como un terreno, at I forgot where, dog, but he's like, I bought this shit about like 20 years ago, but I'm gonna go live over there, dog. I could sell it to you for like $3,000. This shit right now is going up about $15,000 just for your spot where you're gonna get buried. I'm like, damn, this fucking world's fucked up. So here you could go, fucking put your spot right there. Ya cuando te mueras, ahí es donde te vamos a enterrar exactly. And I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this shit, because people are going to start getting buried y el pinche cemetery, pues ya no.
You can so you can literally go when the cemetery. There's a cemetery, and I'm not gonna say, but there's a cemetery. The cemeteries are always expanding a lot. Some of them that are like in like your neighborhood cemetery that's on the in a block. There's nowhere for them to go, right? But there's big cemeteries that are in hills where they keep going and expanding more in the hills, and you can buy it where they're expanding like cheap before they even put the grass. You can buy a couple plots, and then like in a year later, they're already so much expensive, and you can sell it to people who need them ASAP. People make money like that. You can flip, like you can flip cemetery.
Fuck, hey man, this is a dirty game, huh? Your dirt is worth money, homie.
Mr. Burns was doing that. You know Mr. Burns from The Simpsons? That's how I feel like an evil character.
Yeah.
Make money, fucking buying fucking plots and shit, selling them to people like my grandma died. We want to be
He
together.
would.
Hey, aquí te va, 10,000 each one.
Exactly. Nah, but
Fuck it.
cemetery plots are expensive, yeah. But then, yeah, they do. They
How
do
much
go
does
for.
one go for? What's like a usual
No, yeah,
like, price?
15.
15,000 just for the spot.
And how about the coffin?
That's separate.
A
That's like
casket
another
is like a
10,000.
good. Nah, a casket is gonna be like 2.
2,000?
If for a cheap one, you can get one for
Nah,
like 5.
you know cuando te entierran, people at least gotta show.
No, oh what? No, because the cheap ones are you can get one for like 1,000. But like
Man,
a
if
good
you
wooden
get it
one, a
1,000,
wooden
you're
one.
gonna see it like DMX. Te van a poner en un pinche cardboard.
No, yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, the
No,
cardboard.
they will.
No, they have blue ones that are literally they're like made out of cardboard. People who get cremated, they have caskets that they rent just for the funeral service, so people can see them and they take them out and they burn them in a cardboard box.
See, it's like that DMX movie, bro. Damn.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, that's just real shit. Then, huh? Y te quitan todas las joyas, and they're like, fuck that. I'm keeping that Rolex.
No, they can't do that.
How do you know?
What's that
How
happened?
do you know?
What's that kind of happened with me, fool? So you want to hear a crazy
Yeah,
story?
yeah,
No.
hell yeah.
So the shit was fucked up, fool, but it wasn't my fault. Like, disclaimer, that shit wasn't my fault. So when I worked at a funeral home, it was a Korean funeral home, fool. And when I first got there, I didn't know what to do. 'Cause I met the guy from doing does, and the guy kind of liked my service. He's like, oh, you're young and you can speak in front of a crowd, whatever. Whoop. He's like,
¿Qué
you
te
ever need a
dijo?
job?
Ajá, ajá.
He's like, no. He's like, if you ever need a job, let me know. And then so one day I asked that fool for a job. I started working with that fool, and I go to a funeral, right? And then it was like probably one of my first times. Like not even the third time. It has to be one of the first ones. I go and I'm gonna do the funeral service with the coworker. And then the boss isn't there, right? It's just me and this coworker, and that fool's gonna tell me what to do. He's gonna lead the whole thing. I just have to. He's gonna be, you go there, and I'm just gonna listen, right? So we go. The funeral service is about to end, and the casket is open, right, at the church, and they're gonna close it. And then the right before we close it, cause we have to go up and close it. My coworker, he goes in and he takes out $100 and he gives it to me. He's like, hold it. And he literally took it out from the casket, right? So yeah, he took it off and he told me to hold it. So I was like, what the fuck? So I got it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, hold it.
So I was holding it. So and then that fool, the son is coming back, and then I see that fool coming. I'm like, fuck, this fool's gonna think I'm stealing the money. So I put the money back. I was like, fuck that shit.
Bad karma.
Yeah. So I was like, but I was like, fuck this shit. So then we close the casket. The lady we're about to take, I take her to be cremated, and we take her in a cardboard box, you know? So we take her out in the cardboard box. I take her, I drop her off where she's going to be cremated. But there's a big refrigerator because there's like a shitload of bodies that are going to be cremated and shit. So I go ahead and take her, and then I drop her off, and then I go back. And when I go back to the office, I tell my coworker, I was like, hey, fool, I dropped her off. And that fool's like, hey, so what happened to the $100? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? $100? I put them back. That fool's like, what do you mean? That was a tip for us. I was like, a tip for us. I was like, what do you mean? Like that's the lady's money. I didn't want to steal the lady's money, so I put it back. So and then that was like, nah, that's actually our tip. You have to go get the $100 again. So he sends me back. The lady's in the refrigerator, fool. The lady's all the way in the top, right? All the way in the top, and I have to get the money. He tells me that's a tip for us, like it's a Korean tradition, whoop-de-woo. And the boss is telling me,
a tip?
Yeah, so it was a tip. So, but the thing is, their like beliefs are you leave it with the family, and then the people get them. And I thought it was fake, And so I saw that it kept happening, that they kept doing it, right?
He's
And
like, aquí sí trabajo.
and the people would tell him, hey, because they'll speak to my coworker, right? And sometimes they'll speak to him in English, even though they were Korean. Like he'll be like, hey, I know there's a lot, whatever. But I would never see him give him money, but it would always be in the casket. But they would put other things, right? And those things we wouldn't touch. But it was always the tip that they would put. It was for us. So I didn't know that, right? I was like, fuck that shit.
No te van a decir.
I was like, I don't want this lady to fucking hump me, so I put the money back, but I have to go back and get the money because my boss is like, no, that's our tip, that's our tradition. So at this point, I'm like, oh no, these fools aren't lying, this fool's like for real and shit.
Sí.
So I go, and I can't reach the lady because she's all the way in the top. So I have to jump, fool, to get the money, and I jump, and in order to get the money, I kind of had to stick my hand in, fool, and I accidentally slapped that lady in the forehead, fool.
Fuck!
I got you, dog. Like,
that's my tradition. Pa, toma.
No, so I jump and I go for the money, and all I hear is pass, and I was like, oh,
That don't sound like money.
fuck! I told my coworker, I was like, slap their forehead. He was like, dude, you like just get the money. Who cares? And I was like, what the fuck? So I just had to keep, and I'm fucking over there touching the lady's face and shit, trying to find the money. I get the money and I take it, and then this was like, all right, you know what? Because of what you had to go through, you can keep the full tip. So it was supposed to be, we were supposed to split it, me and my coworker. But I feel like you can
So
keep the whole
because you
thing.
slapped her forehead,
Because
you
I had
kept
to,
it
because
on?
I got all traumatized and shit, but she didn't harm me. I don't think so.
Qué bueno,
Yeah, 'cause that
man.
shit
That's
could
just
have been
crazy. I seen on Instagram, I don't know who was dying, but all kinds of little youngsters were making it rain. Tirando un chingo de ones. Like, boom, I was like, man, I wonder the fucking cemetery landscaper va a llegar en la noche. She's like, fuck that. I'm going to get all those ones. Los vamos a lavar bien. And we'll cover it over up again. That's a lot of money that was being thrown on that full shit, dog. I was like, it's a lot of ones, dog. Every $1 adds up, bro. So, I probably like 15, 20 bands right there, homie. All one. So it's like, and I was like, is that disrespectful? And I'm like, nah, they just love their homie that much that they party like that. But ya sabes, el que le va a tocar enterrar la tierra, he knows.
Well,
What do you think?
Like, to be honest, at the cemetery is like here. It depends where it happened, right? But at the cemeteries here, normally the family stay until they bury it, and once they bury it, they don't open. They don't come back and open it.
The cemetery landscapers got the llaves, homie.
No, but you
got a flashlight.
No, no. There's securities. Every cemetery has security. Well, you have to pay off the. You can.
But you gotta pay off the security, homie. Everybody has to eat.
Yeah, you can do that shit, but I don't think they would. I don't think so.
He's like, I don't think so.
This is the 90s, dude.
Yeah, probably
The
like
80s, huh?
or like
hey.
in a different country, probably or something.
Hell yeah, bro. No, like in Mexico, si eres narco, te entierran con todo y tu Hummer, homie. Te hacen una big ass, man.
No, supposedly there's some fool right here in a cemetery nearby that was buried with this truck too.
Yeah, you heard that shit?
That's because the cemetery, the actual people that work there, they know, and it's like they have a big section and it's private, like you can't go in. So it's gated, like in the cemetery. So it's pretty, I believe it.
They
like,
paid, I believe it too.
You can pay for anything.
I'll fucking bury fucking next in his Civic or in his truck on top of it.
Both.
Con los dos, para que nadie se los lleve. Ni para ti, ni para ella. Straight up, ahí con los dos carros, échale el ex. Why not, homie? Fuck it.
Hey, how hard is it to get buried like in tu rancho like Vicente Fernandez?
Oh, come on, man. You gotta.
Is that possible? Have you ever done a funeral at someone's like personal, private, badass pad?
Oh, he got buried at his house?
En su rancho.
En su
Vicente got buried in su
rancho.
rancho, dog.
He had a big rancho in Guadalajara.
Guadalajara, but that's Mexico.
Oh yeah, you go. Oh, well, that's Mexico.
I'm asking, can you do that here? Is it possible? If you got the money,
Man,
can you?
well, if you
Yeah,
have
if you got the money, you
if
could-
you have the rancho, homie, like in
What
Silmar,
if you
there's
have your
big
house?
ranchos.
Well, why
So
isn't that your house? Why can't you bury me in my backyard? What's the difference?
I think you probably could,
So,
dog, as long as the law knows about it.
Yeah. So okay. So when you die, so when you die, your body goes like, let's say, like, if the only way to do it, fool, would be if you die and nobody reports it and we just bury you and everyone forgets about you. Because if you report it, like if you make a death certificate, the death certificate has to say where the person is gonna be buried, and when you go to the cemetery, that you have to take the permit to be buried, and if it doesn't match up, they don't bury you.
I heard that a lot of death certificates now say, even if you don't die from COVID, they put COVID because you're worth more money to the system. Like, that's an extra 20 bands just because it says COVID.
I don't know about that, but I know they
Pues,
put COVID.
yo nomás,
Like
yo
they were
nomás
like they were putting COVID
digo.
like people who were dying even though they didn't die from COVID, but they had COVID.
Okay, so I looked it up. Burial laws differ from state to state. For most states, the answer is yes. You can be buried on your own property. Only 3 states have outlawed home burial. They are Indiana, California, and Washington. Oh, California no me está gustando lately.
Yeah, no, we got to move to Arizona.
It's because the thing is like
Texas,
if
I don't know, dog.
if I were like let's say I say, oh, I'm gonna bury you right in my backyard, and then I go kill someone else and I bury that person, fool. And then you disappear and shit, we can get away with that shit. Where's that person? They're never gonna come here because they're gonna think it's you, you know?
Sí,
so
sí,
so
sí.
they, and California is like those fools, like that's what I'm telling
Si
you.
ya
'Cause-
te reportan that you're dead, yeah, you're over there fucking walking down LA somewhere, like
No,
I
no,
have a
ma'am,
new
yeah.
incognito name.
yeah, so that's why in like it's pretty. You can figure. I'm sure you can figure death. You can figure death, but you need to like have the people that are willing to risk their license. Cause you can lose your license. You know, well, that's a cold
Yeah,
ass
you can lose
felony.
your calzones
Yeah,
too.
no, that's-
you
yeah.
know, es la neta. You know,
Yeah, but
Fuck
that's
yeah,
just
man.
crazy. But with money,
No es
a lot of
nada.
yeah.
You know, what made you let your hair grow, dog? You had a unique style with the other clip. I didn't even know you had red hair.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't. So that shit-
Yeah, that's what I'm
it.
saying. Like, te lo estás pintando ya.
No,
You
no,
went to
no.
beauty salon.
It's exactly this the.
Original. From
yeah.
head to toe estás así
Yeah,
rojo.
yeah. I'm just gonna grow it long, just to see what it is. Cause the low key, the just cutting it, that shit was like sick. Like since I just want to cut it, but I'm like, I want to see how long it can get. Like I'm kind of curious to see what the fucking happened.
Yeah, there's
'Cause I
stuff
never
that
could-
makes the hair grow that you could throw some shampoos on it and makes it grow
What?
faster.
I probably gotta do
Get
some
some
of that shit.
extensions, homie.
No, I need
No?
to- nah,
Rockstar.
just to see it. Like that shit goes over time.
Hell yeah,
Really fucking-
man.
I'm gonna comb it because right now that shit's all like a mess and shit.
Así es como te miras cuando acabas de pisar. like,
no,
fuck
right.
it.
So, but like once it's long enough, I'm gonna comb it back. I'm gonna slick it back, and then there's gonna
like
be
a
something
cholo.
else. There's gonna be something else. Yeah.
All right.
That's kind of the
All
point.
right,
That's the plan.
phone. Well, man, hey, dog. Shit, any shout outs you want to give to people or what? What's cracking? Like, or
Nah,
how could they
you
find
fools-
you or
shit,
what?
you fools can
find
find
you in
me.
the cemetery?
Yeah, your local cemetery probably, or if you fools want to find me on social media, then you can just go. Shit, my TikTok is the Dove Guy, Instagram _ the Dove Guy. Got a YouTube channel too, trying to make some
They can
videos.
hire you straight off of there.
TheDoveGuy.com. So if you go to the DoveGuy.com.
That's right, the dopeguy.com.
Yeah, the
ya
DoveGuy.com. So
saben.
if you go there, you can fill out. It has the prices,
The
what areas I
forms.
go to, the forms, emails, all that
Different
shit.
color doves, so nada más white.
Just why we used to do like the thing for gender reveals that people ask us, like if we paint them, that shit takes like weeks to come off, and I need the shit ASAP for the
En
next
caliente,
funeral.
homie, en caliente.
Yeah, so it's like unless you're gonna fucking pay like 100 times to fucking make up for the amount that I'm not gonna be able to use the doves, then it's not worth it.
Right.
Sorry, but
Hey, and
business.
what was
business
the
first.
average price for doves?
For like
Go on the
for
website. Go on the website and
Uh-huh.
find
Go on
out.
the website.
Go on the website. The
Yeah,
Okay,
okay,
yeah, go on the
Shit,
website.
yeah.
Pórtense
Yes, sir.
bien,
Yes, sir.
pórtense
Yes, sir.
bien, homie. You gotta go to the website,
That's
dog.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But I want to have you back, fool.
I'm down, yeah.
You know, for a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, there's just so many questions that I
No, yeah,
want to
there's more.
ask
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
but
for sure,
but
for
we
sure.
broke the ice already. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll be back.
X is breaking the weed, and we're all fucking. We're having a good time right now, dog. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, for
And,
sure.
Man, I'm gonna have you back ASAP, fool,
No,
because
fuck
I
it,
like
yeah.
your energy,
Yeah, yeah.
fool, and you're just crazy, fool.
Yeah, we'll do
You
some.
know?
Yeah, we'll come back for sure.
Ya sabemos and shit,
sir, yes,
man.
sir.
So you don't have any other funerals going on this week? Yeah, tomorrow morning, huh?
No, I have a. When is this coming out?
Huh?
When is this coming out?
This is
live?
coming now? No, this is not live. It'll come out. I'll tell you when.
2 weeks
Yeah.
from today.
2 weeks probably.
All right, yeah. So I got a 2 weeks from today.
Yeah,
From
probably.
Sunday,
Yeah, something
yeah.
around there.
Yeah, so I got a. I don't know. I don't want to say it, but I don't want to spoil it. But I got a sick bautizo coming up for some sick ass foods.
Invita.
That they hit me up about bautizo for some doves. So
sounds
the
like
the
some
point.
taquillo
So
shit,
kind
huh?
of what I saw. what I saw was fucking. Well, my kind of the goal is to kind of be like the dove guy for a Hollywood, you know?
Sí, sí,
So if
sí.
you see anyone in
Oh,
Hollywood
once you're
getting
there,
doves,
ya sabes.
you know, like, yeah. So if
Don't
you
forget
see,
about us little people, fucker.
Not the dove guy for Hollywood, but like, you know, for like, if you see doves, like, I just wanted to be like, oh, that was for sure from me, you know, and shit. So I got some sick, and then probably gonna do, you guys can follow me on my Instagram. We're probably gonna do like a community dove release. So like, we're gonna have random people come and release some doves all together. So that shit will be sick. So you guys can check out the Instagram is _ the dove guy. But yeah, basically just funerals, weddings, bautizos, quinceañeras, divorce parties, whatever you want, just get it.
Damn, divorce parties?
Yeah. We'll do
Bitches,
anything.
what are you gonna do? Release black
No,
palomas?
why one's not?
You know what? It's like releasing your freedom. Dog.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're free again. Release the dove.
That's the release the
Think about it,
doves.
predict. Yeah.
You
That's
said
exact-
you need a dove tattoo, dog. You're officially the dove guy, homie.
Yeah, I should probably get
At least
a
by
dove
your
tattoo.
neck right here, homie. ¿Quién es el palomero?
Nah, the shit is I go to funerals though.
That's fine.
No.
Want some tatted ass fool
No,
release.
but it's just
Nah,
like
keep
his
it
little
that.
trademark,
But look
the
how cute
dove
he looks.
guy.
Nah, he looks.
Look,
cute
I
like
got the
that.
dove guy safety pin right here, homie. Put look at that
That's
shit,
good enough.
homie.
Ponte tu safety pin. Don't
Ahí
get your neck
está.
tatted with the dove.
Haha, dude, I just carry a fit.
Pórtate bien, pórtate
Pórtese
bien.
bien. Sí, sí, sí.
Pórtese
Hey, you
All
bien.
right,
already
man.
heard
Well,
it,
we're
look.
gonna let you guys go, man, and just go hit the subscribe button. You guys know where to find me. Predict, Moneybag Bulldogs, and Pórtense Bien.
Sí.
Sí, vámonos recio.
Yes, sir.
Gracias.